Hey everybody, my name is AceFangirl and welcome back to another episode of AI the Somnium Files. In the last time, shit escalated quickly. We woke up from being tased, rude, and then got an urgent call from boss, saying that a live stream had started. Oh boy, the whole polar bear thing happened again, but worse, in that we didn't make it this time. We didn't make it, and we could not stop what happened, so we arrived to not only one, but two dead bodies. Both Iris and Ota are dead. So we need to go look into that shit. It's not great. It's very sad hours right now. And we still have no idea, really, who could have done this, so I think we might as well start by checking out the crime scene, seeing if we can find anything. I don't know. It's my boy! I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. There's so much blood in here. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Yeah, I know. I'm pissed too, man. Let's check everything. I don't see any clues. Hey, any progress, bro?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Damn. Oil drum, unlikely to be a clue.
This forklift is old.
Yeah, we should look in it.
It does not appear to be functional.
Okay.
It has not been moved in some time.
Yeah, maybe we should, like, open it. No? Okay. Oh, I can't ask him what his name is? Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
What's your name, though? The inspector's doing his duties, as usual. Okay, blood. Is this Ota's blood? Probably, given where it is. An evidence marker. It's a little marker it's put to track evidence.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Doesn't seem like it. Alright, shelves, forklift, don't see anything special.
A
Equipment?
video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Yeah, thanks. I would love to watch it again. I'm actually good.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Yeah, that checks. Okay. Blood stain A. Iris and Ota's blood. Gross. Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota. I don't want to watch it again.
Time
No.
of death and cause of death have been confirmed.
Yeah. I think I could probably peg the cause. Yeah.
The video was not a recording. It was a live stream.
I don't want to watch it
filmed
again.
in real
I don't want to watch it
time.
again.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
We don't know really about Ota, right?
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Weird. Nice cutting machine. Oh, okay. What about the back?
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
Yeah. Oof.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Well, sometime after, right?
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
Wow, I got there only like 10 minutes later.
And the cause of death.
Oh yeah, no, I got that.
Right. About that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Which again, I'm really not sure how we established given that he was cut in half, but sure.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
Probably not.
I cannot determine that.
I'm gonna guess it was probably being cut in half.
I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal.
Oh, well, I guess he could have been dead and then they cut the dead body in half. That could have happened, I guess.
Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death.
Right.
If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Correct. Okay. What else can we find out? Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume and then finally cut open by the ice cutting machines.
But why?
I don't know.
Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Yeah, I don't get that either. That just seems like so much more trouble than it's worth. Personally. Iris Nota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Thank God. Right here, Iris Nota were. Okay. We can look at this.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
Wow, this shitty ice cutting warehouse has Wi-Fi?
Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Wow. Really? Shitty internet security at this cold storage warehouse.
I have done some research.
What's up, Queen? Spill it.
As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
Yep.
No, actually.
No. No.
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Right. We established that.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Oh, okay. Are we done?
Date, we should get moving.
Okay.
Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly.
Yeah, they're probably doing a great job. My friend Kagami over here.
We will not find anything of importance here.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
That's a good idea. We should definitely do that.
All right.
Alright, Kagami, I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know that, and then left the warehouse. Maybe we could go look for blood outside. Prove Boss's stupid theory. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What's he doing here? Hello? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out. Hey.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Yeah, okay. You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little wary of you at this point.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Never mind, I'm all in. Please tell me. Okay. I'm listening.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because no one else is talking to me about it.
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice.
Okay.
So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
Probably because the boss was there.
The boss was there.
Ah, that's what I just said.
I couldn't speak openly in front of her.
That's fair.
So, I decided to meet you here.
Okay. Hi, how's it going? Please share your intel with me, sir.
All right. Let's hear it.
I'm listening.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Right, you did mention that. No, I don't need a flashback.
I am
do remember-
absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Wow, that's the whole flashback. Thank you.
Let me explain why.
Okay.
I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
Okay, first of all, I'm not sure this is a conversation we should be having out in the open. Second of all, you're gonna lead with that?
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
Oh, plural.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
I don't know, he kind of seemed like a psychopath too.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Okay. Oh, hi. Hang on, I'm just gonna look at these containers. Okay, I don't really think there's any point in, like, fucking around, but again, every time I say that, there's something. Hey, cops. Police officer. police officer. Alright, I think we're good. Just making sure. You never know. Alright. Who is the... Well, I don't know if we should... Who's the murderous psychopath? You know, I feel like we should just...
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
I feel like that's the question, right? That's the big question.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
This is very science.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone.
Cute.
It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
Cute.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do.
Right.
However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
Let me take a wild guess what that action was.
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure.
That's messed up.
He was 12 when he took his first life.
Should be a clue.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Cool. So about Rohan, though.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye.
Well, what a shocker. We know who that was, too.
She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
Yeah, that's gross, man.
The reason why
Ew.
was simple.
I don't want to see floating eyeball in the dark. Can we make it go away?
He was fascinated by women's eyes.
Normal.
Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them.
Men, am I right?
He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye.
How do you know all of this again? Were you working on this
From then
case?
on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman.
I mean,
But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye.
Right. But this killer was like 20 at this point, right? Because this happened... Oh, like 22? Because this happened like 8 years ago?
Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship
still
was
12.
established.
Is what I'm saying. That'd be
This
creepy.
was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
But like after, right? Or what? Well, okay, why did the case get classified?
That,
What, do you not know that? You knew everything else, but not that?
I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
Oh, okay.
You really have no idea?
Yeah.
If I did, I would tell you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask your knee to summarize for me if you don't mind.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
Right.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
Right. That's something we haven't really discussed again after learning it. We just kind of, like, threw that away. But we didn't think it was relevant at the time, because obviously we thought he didn't commit these murders. He was, well, A, he's dead. And B, he was in, like, a psych ward for the past year or something, right?
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that.
Okay, but who's the other one?
That means one remains.
Yeah, the actually crazy one.
Who is he?
Or she.
After his fourth murder, he
Oh.
was arrested by the police.
Okay, it's a guy. Never mind.
They actually picked him up on other charges.
Well, that's hilarious.
But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Oh. Like the same one that number 89 is at?
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What's his name?
Do we know? Do you know?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called number 89.
Okay, so now we're putting it all together.
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
Wasn't he still in prison? Well, oh, so that's, okay. So that's why we're saying that it can't be the same guy. Like the new Cyclops serial killings and the old ones. Because this guy, one of them's dead. He died a year ago. The other one is in prison. He's been in prison this whole time. So it has to be somebody new, because obviously neither of them were in a position to do the killing. They were both pretty prevented by being dead or incarcerated. Right? I hope. We did confirm that he's dead, right? Just checking. I don't trust anyone anymore. What if he's not dead? Could we get like a death certificate or something, maybe?
So, now you know why I said that.
Yes, I understand.
That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
I got it.
Because one is dead and the other is behind bars.
So this is probably some kind of copycat. I'm assuming.
Neither of them had the opportunity.
Okay. Oh, Peter looks grimly serious. Oh, well, I guess we're leaving. Okay. Oh god, these are all gonna be sad boy hours. I know this one's a little short, but I feel kind of weird lumping in a conversation about a serial killer with conversations with grieving mothers and friends. That seems like not right to me. So, in the next one, we're gonna start visiting the families. And Mizuki, friend, basically family, of Iris. And seeing if they have any information for us? I don't know. Like, this is gonna be tough. I feel like it's always tough when you go see a loved one after somebody in their family dies, but something like this, it's gonna be real tough. So, in the next one, we're gonna start making the rounds. Pray for me. I'll see you then. Bye!